Alright, hello all. Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So we are yet again at doing a 55% Link Level 1 showcase for the new Carnival LR Rose, as well as the free-to-play team. This team's been a lot of fun so far. I've actually I have the initial showcase, and then I have used this team a bit so far in the Super 3 stage on that new event. It's been pretty tough so far. I haven't got the clear yet. I'm waiting to get the clear to upload it, so we'll see when that is. But in the meantime, I did want to make sure to get another showcase out. So that's what we're doing here. Now, this might actually be my last dedicated uh, Link Level 1 showcase. I definitely want to see how he performs with Big Bad Bosses, as well as if we just look at the friends list here, it's starting to get kind of dire. This is the best one I can find, and that's level 8. And then as we go up, I mean, not necessarily dire, because it's a good thing for them to be Link leveled, mind you, but dire for Link Level 1 showcases, I suppose. So yeah, everyone's already getting very high up on the links. I mean, that's a rainbow one, so we're going to be using this one with the level 8 links. I did just clear the stage for the first time, as crazy as that sounds, with the Blue Goku team. And I thought, I mean, going at least before, in my experience, the 10th year anniversary teams weren't the best, the Dokkan Fest ones, weren't the best in Battle Hard and Formidable Foe. I mean, they could be run, but especially the LRs, Gogeta, Vegito, found a lot of room to get messed up. Now, I do think with the release of Blue Goku, that does change things quite a bit. I mean, he reliably holds down slot 1 to the point where you don't have to really make any risky choices. And everyone else really does good slot 2, slot 3. So I'm pretty happy with that, how they performed over there. I think the Rose team is going to do really excellent here. I did want to try them in Battle Hard Formidable Foe, especially because of this guy right here. I mean, this could be pretty crazy. You know, his sort of lowering of stats, this ability is very, very strong. Especially in this setting, I imagine we should just destroy all of these fights, so that should be very fun. I am a bit worried about this guy. He does get a lot of his stats from facing a super class enemy. But everyone else, I think, should dominate very well here. But I suppose we'll have to see. So all that out of the way, let's jump in and we'll see how this goes. Now, of course, with this team, I mean, the HP is definitely an issue. I will say, though, I don't think it's that big of an issue necessarily. And the reason I think that is we do have a lot of new characters in time. Now, just to look at using really any of these clones as an example, so they do get, it varies per, right? The AGO one here gets defense and the evasion, right? The int one is getting the support as well as stats. The physical one gets damage reduction as well as stats. Strength one gets just attack and crit chance. And then finally, the which one did I not click on yet? Did I? Oh wait, I already covered the tech one. That's why I was like, wait, I'm missing one. So yeah, they all get that sort of build up based off of the clone ally, which is obviously pretty strong ability. However, I will say it's not the most important in the sense that I think for all of them, realistically, you can probably do without 2 or 3 of the clones. And the reason why I'm saying the HP isn't really an issue, they do need all 5 types still, but I mean, for example, I don't really like the strength one that much. He does a lot of damage, but especially when you're fighting an extreme class enemy, it could be pretty rough. Thankfully, however, obviously, Rose is strength, so I mean, you could easily take him off, and when Super Easy Rose is coming out, right? I mean, you slot him on the team. the Int merge Zamasu should easy A here. And while I really do like the Int one, I mean, the support is very, very valuable. I mean, the LR merge Zamasu definitely should be better, so you could even like swap him out, right? So this team is definitely going to be getting a lot stronger. So I really like what they've done. They've cooked a 5-star meal. Now here, I think we'll just I'm not really sure which one I want to keep on the other rotation. Maybe the int. Maybe I'll do the physical, honestly. I don't know. But over here, I mean, we're definitely just going to keep the tech one on rotation, just permanently. And it should just work. Right? On this rotation, we should shred the bosses while practically being immune to damage. I really do like how in Battle Hardened Middle of Foe, they allow you to use pretty much every single status effect. Mind you, Rose does not have big bosses here. Obviously, once you start getting into the second phases, you can't stun. But the fact that you can use these sort of debuffs at all is very powerful. I mean, look, we did a lot of damage there. And this guy can do 4 supers. We did get unlucky with the LR Rose getting his additional, but we should still, hopefully, at least do a lot of damage here. I mean, Beerus and Weeze are almost going to be dead, so I expect Battle Hardened from the... Okay, really? Only 2 supers? Come on, man. Well, that's an unfortunate first turn, but, you know, I expect this type of content should be very, very easy for this team. So they definitely cooked in regards with that. Now, see, this is... I think what I do here is this. Because at least the Strength Rose here does have access to his, you know, extra stats, because Beerus and Weeze obviously are super class. But as for the Broly fight and the Golden Frieza fight, I will probably just float him. I mean, it does definitely help that we needed the Strength Orb and the physical one. He definitely wouldn't kill Beerus and Weeze. And he would not have his guard, so I mean, that'd definitely be very concerning. Well, ooh. I mean, we didn't have big bad bosses there still, but Jesus. That was actually a lot of damage. Okay. I mean, we don't have the active yet, mind you, but still. Jesus Christ. Well, at least now we do have our, you know, our big bad bosses. 462,000. Now, once again, this is the friend one. I mean, I showed the links. He does have the defense equipped, but otherwise, it's not like we're using like a rainbow one or anything. So, still more or less as good as I can get. You know, listen, we all know how bad the friends list is. I don't need to get into all that. We know how it goes. So there's only so much I can do. Now, once again, I mean, this rotation should be 0 damage. And the tech one is just way too strong. I can't believe they like actually gave him 70% debuff. Like, I know the rest of these guys don't debuff, but I mean, we'll I know we know the details for Super Easy A Rose, but I honestly forget if he lowers stats at all. He might on super attack effect. So like if he's lowering stats or like 33.6. That's without the active, mind you. That being next to the strength one and the int one just juices anyone so much, but especially like him and the strength. That's so crazy. I just this team it blows me away, honestly. Like I could see like this sort of setup being one of my favorite teams in the game towards the end of the anniversary. Or, well, I mean it is an anniversary, the global anniversary. So I mean we'll have to see, of course, but they cooked. Oh wait, what? No. Oh god damn it! Here that's unfortunate. When have I even? Oh right, the okay. In the it's escaping me right now. The special battle, right? That's where I saw it. Okay, let me turn that off so we can see it next turn then. That's unfortunate. Well, honestly, we might even see it like the next battle. I could just get the active in here. That'd probably finish things up. Let's do it.
To achieve our virtuous plan, the Zero Mortals plan, we are sentencing the most unsightly beings to the heaviest punishments.
Okay, pretty good damage there. I will say what I am most looking forward to right now for this team is Merge-Zamasu, the Int one, the Yellow Coin LR. I'm really, really hoping he's designed in a similar fashion to Grade 8 Vegeta. And what I mean by that is he can be a slot 1 god, and he can also be like a pretty damn good like slot 2 attacker. And with the design he has right now, I think they really could go that angle. Ooh, okay. That was a lot of damage. And the reason I really want them to go that angle is So I was talking about this in the sort of Goku, the Tag Blue one that I just did. I haven't found the most usage for Vegeta or for Zamasu yet, I don't think. And it's because both of their teams really do require that slot 1. So it's kind of hard to get them out. Now I will say, I would not be surprised if like LR Omega does come with some sort of new category or something, like a powerful opponent. I mean, we'll see, but the fact that the tag 4s should be on the leader skill of the new LR, I mean, there's no way they shouldn't be, the Dokkan Fest. I feel like they would do something very similar for Rose+Zamasu as well. So, at the end of the day, I mean, Rose+Zamasu, whatever, they just need Extreme Class. They don't even need specifically Future. As long as they have Extreme Class, they should be good. So, I think whether it's through like EZA Merge-Zamasu or through like Omega and whatever team he may bring and whatever new characters, I do think we won't need to rely so much on the starting farms, which I do really like. They start out defensively. But I would like to see Vegeta and Zamasu a bit more than I have currently, I will say. But, I mean, once again, we'll have to see just how everything plays out. Okay, now, I mean, we are starting 40% HP, not the best, but I think we can make do with it. We're not going to get the most heal here, but it's not going to really matter so much. Because we won't be able to take damage. And then next turn we do have the Int one, which when he's gathering the Int Key Sphere, he does heal by 10%. Just immediately, so through collecting Key Spheres at the start of next turn, I feel like we should get quite a bit of healing. Jesus Christ. So, already, we got nearly 3 health bars down. But yeah, I forget if, just off the top of my head, if Super Easy Rose is, like, lowering stats at all. So, like, if he is, or, like, the Int LR Merge+Zamasu is, like, pairing that up with what the TEQ Rose clone is doing here, like, even it without a couple of the clones, like, he's not missing that much if you're just talking about, like, 1 or 2 clones down. So we should be able to, like, any event styled like this, realistically, any event that you can attack and or defense lower, you should be able to, like, demolish. So I really do like that. That seems like it's going to be a lot of fun for me, at least. 327k. He's still attacking defense lowered. Because the super, and then he gets the less defense with the super, okay. Or he gets less defense when he's hit, and then he has the lower attack because of the Rose super attack effect last turn. That's what I mean there. Okay. Yeah, I've had a couple of times where Goku's gotten caught, but Rose's definitely taken, at least in so far in this fight. I mean, we've seen him take a decent bit of damage, even though he has the guard and 60% damage reduction. Now, once again, Big Red Bosses is definitely a huge factor into how like good he's going to be, obviously. But I do find that a bit worrying. I will say. So I might be tempted to go back in for like a dupe. I don't know, because I do still need like Go Frieza as well. So I mean, it's definitely tempting, and like, you know, PyCon, like Tien dupe, like there's a lot of Yellow Clone stuff I can use. I feel like I always want to summon on Carnival banners, but like I never really get the opportunity to. 505,000. Wow, this guy is like reduced to health. Now we're not going to get our AGL key sphere here, but it really does not matter whatsoever. They're all going to be tanky enough, because of like the attack and defense lore. I really cannot get over this. 70%, like it's just so busted. Because I mean I mean it'll be up before this one, 100%. That Blue Goku and Vegeta showcase I just did on the same stage. And mind you, they do have, you know, I'm rocking like a whole super class setup there. They do have class advantage, which means they take more damage, but they also deal more damage. Right, and I'm rocking all the like the 10th years and the 7th years and everything. And that was like a 50-minute long video. Just think about that. I'm most likely going to clear this faster with just Carnival LR Rose, double Carnival LR Rose, and then just like 5 free-to-play characters. We're gonna clear this faster. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, that's just so crazy. Like, it just goes to show you, even though we're doing less damage through the class, and sure, to be fair, a lot of these guys do have higher.
To bring about the justice I desire, I needed the perfect sympathizer as my ally. In this timeline, there is no one who can stop us. We have all the power here. The two of us alone.
I don't like to talk over the animations. A lot of these guys do have higher, you know, like initial attack sets, but it is also fair to say, I mean, besides the strength one and the AGL one, the Ant only has 1 super built in, the physical has 1 super built in, the tech has 1 super built in, right? So while like the initial attack set of a lot of these guys are higher, when all those 10th and 7th years are doing, you know, 3, 4, 5 supers a turn, it really does add up to the point where they overall will end up doing more damage as long as you have like the right setups for them, of course. So it's just crazy that we're going through this so quickly. I do think so. Now see the supers there. I was thinking about using Zamasu here, but it's the fact that that's in slot 1 that I don't really feel that confident in doing that. I don't want to risk the physical one or the int one there. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this. $37.5. This is just so crazy. I love what they've done with it. Dude, Super Bosses went from being such a fucking ass team to this. Like, this is so crazy. I mean, this just goes to show you, right, that Dokkan can. You know, I've said this. Dokkan can make any category the strongest in the game if they feel like it. Right? They don't. If a category is weaker, it's not because it's like, oh, it's You know, this team needs so much, right? That we just can't help it. It's literally just because they don't make the characters strong enough. Because any celebration, they can be pulling this shit with the free-to-play characters. And honestly, I want to see more free-to-play characters like this. I doubt it, but I really would love to see it. I hope they see all the positive feedback, because they definitely check the social medias. So I really hope they see all the positive feedback and start to do this type of thing more. I mean, we'll have to see, of course, but I mean, Super Bosses, I did actually upload, record, whatever before this. Finally beating that Super Bosses mission. It's been hell, alright? I wanted it to be over with. So going from just like, even once the hit team came out, you know, I was trying there. And to be fair, I think I could have beaten it with the hit team. But my luck was just so horrendous that I couldn't. Even though the team technically had the ability, you know, I kept like missing the dodges and everything, and supers and crits weren't like proccing like they should have been, and I mean it was a whole thing, right? So I go in here, I went in there with the super boss setup, and I literally just beat it one try, like 12 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. It's like just easy, just done. All that I went back and checked. I thought I had like 3 or 4 uploaded about it. Jesus Christ. But it turns out I actually only had 2. But the reason I thought I had so much is because it's literally, those 2 videos have like 3.5 hours between them. Oh, is he actually gonna kill here? He might. No, okay. Still, I mean, we got him so low. I was thinking, because, I mean, he could have gotten the hit of potential, obviously. Okay. Well, unfortunate. But, I mean, the fact that they did that at all, right? So, like, this team, going from, you know, using all summonable characters, and it's like it's damn near all trash, you know, trying my very hardest and still just getting absolutely pummeled for 3.5 hours, and then just walking in with this team, clearing it 1 done, easy. Like, I don't have to sweat at all. Like, it's just like, I damn near could have auto-battled that. Like, they definitely, I don't know, with how that special battle looks, I will say, with how that special battle looks, and with the, just how strong these guys are in general, like, I don't, like, are we going to get, like, I think we're going to get a very, very, very hard fight soon. I mean, that special battle, Super 3, I mean, that's very exciting. It's very hard. But, like, I don't know. I feel like we're not at the cusp yet. Because, you know, with Dokkan, right? Okay, maybe, I've been trying to find the right words to say it. Let me put it this way. Because this year, things are a lot different than they used to be, obviously. You know, with the time slot, this used to be this sort of worldwide celebration. But it was moved to celebrate the global anniversary, right? So we have that, and the Tanabata celebration was seemingly moved to the usual worldwide celebration slot. Now, it's not going to be the Tanabata celebration anymore, because Tanabata is actually like a Japanese holiday, I believe, is what it is. So, obviously, you know, you can't move the celebration 2 months back and still call it the Tanabata celebration. You're not celebrating Tanabata anymore, right? However, I mean, it's going to be in similar scale, so we'll see what they do there. But in this time slot, you know, like halfway through the year last year, is when JP did get that Goku Frieza fight. Now, I mean, we can go on and on about the sync, but, I mean, we've been there. We've done that. Global got that shit in, like, late November, mid-November, something like that. But JP got it in the middle of the year, and that's really where we are right now, is what my point is, overall. So, we could definitely see the meta shape up, shift, change, whatever term you want to use, by quite a large margin here, and I think it already has to some degree. But I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see how the other two parts are structured before there's any like final determinations. I do feel. All right, let's get this in again. Yeah, this is just very easy. Like compared to when I was doing this with the Superclass team, you know, the Blues team, like we're just demolishing. You know, this rotation. I mean, the only character I am worried about is the Strength one, but guess what? The next time he comes around, it's going to be on the rotation. Even though we're going to be fighting AGL Broly, it's going to be on the rotation with TEQ Rose. So like he's safe. He's fine. I don't need to worry about him. That's the thing. Like, I think he's like the weakest one, and I don't even need to worry about him. Like he's just so strong. So they definitely cooked by quite a large margin with all these guys. I am having a lot of fun. All right, let's just end this. I don't think we'll end this turn, but we can definitely end it next turn. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Right, let me use the active, obviously. Nearly 2 health bars, mind you. All right. Jesus. 716,000 start a turn. Hey, is that good? I don't know, guys. It's so crazy the stats you can see off these guys with the active support. Like, you know, it is kind of weird. I will say that if you like notice the active skills for Rose and for Vegeta are structured in a very similar way to domains, and I do know Dokkan does take our input highly into regard. Whether or not you believe that or not, I mean, they've shown it time and time again. I do wonder if, I mean, the domain is a cool mechanic. He should double digit with the amount of debuff here. There's no way he doesn't. Yep. Oh shit, wait. That's an AoE though. Oh. There's no way, man. Of course, the AGL one, I didn't get the key sphere. So, wait, does AGL Broly do different supers? Because in the future one, like the Tag Blue one, the fusion setup, whatever, I had Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta slot 1. I used him to counter it. But even if he countered it, I mean, it should have hit everyone else. So does he have a chance for different? Because I believe the one that hit Gogeta was his 18 key. That was the 12 key. I could be just like misremembering entirely, and it just the AoE didn't pop because of the counter. But I'm pretty sure that was the 12 key animation, and what hit Gogeta was the 18 key. So does he have a chance to like play different supers? That's interesting. Okay, well, I mean, the team is still demolishing here. I'm just gonna. I mean, I actually ended up dying in a very similar way on my first run with the Tag Blues showcase. So I think I'll just cut here. There's so much to record. I do like to just like jump in like immediately after I die, and but something like this, I'll jump in like one more time, and I'll just come back against full power Broly. That way we can get the clear. Um, but because there's just so much, there's so much. I want to finish the special battle, and there's the super EZAs coming. Very like I think they honestly are out now. Which means there's also the God and Wrath Mortal Will. You know, I do want to record one of those stacking videos. There's so much to do right now. There's so much to do right now. So I'm gonna cut away here. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. Hopefully we're fine this time. We'll have to see. Let's start out with the active. I mean, at the very least, right, I am going to get both AGL Rose and the physical Rose, their orbs, so hopefully I don't need to worry about either of them dying. Now, the real question is, I don't know where the super is, and I don't know if it's going to be an AoE again. Like I said, that first time it wasn't an AoE, so I don't know if it's just because Gogeta countered it, or if he just has a chance to... See, here we go. Good dodge. God damn it. No way, man. Wait, so... Is it just because Gogeta countered it? Is that why it didn't hit anyone else? I'm like so confused now. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Well, that's annoying. Well, honestly, we didn't get the win, but we got to the end that first time, and then I got to the end there. I I am okay. Hold on. I'm going on my computer here, and I'm going to pull up the event tab. Cause I swear I didn't get AoE'd that first time, and unless it was just because Gogeta countered it, so it like didn't proc for anyone else. I suppose it might do that, but I didn't think that'd be a thing. So I really want to see if he has like it's like a chance thing and I just got unlucky, or what the deal is here exactly. Because I haven't looked at like the details for any of these guys. I fucking knew it. Yeah. Okay. So um he does have... What's the chance on each of them? I... That doesn't make the most sense. What? Um, so the gigantic catastrophe does more damage. Um, and he can do that. That's the 18 key. So I was right. And the awakening tempest does less damage, but it hits all enemies. See, the thing that's confusing to me is they both say they're a 10.53% chance. And there's no third super, so I don't know what that means. Unless it's saying there's a... Like, overall, there's a 10.53% chance for any of his attacks to be a super. And then it's... Or maybe it's saying there's a 21.06% chance for any of his attacks to be a super, and either has an equal chance of playing. So essentially, I just got really unlucky twice in a row, I think is how that works. That's... God damn it. Of course I did. Okay, well, I mean, the team was still doing really good, mind you. I mean, we saw them completely dominating. It's just, I mean, an AoE super, like that, it says it does 4.5 mil damage here, but there's also a greatly raise by 50%. I don't think that's calced into the initial damage, so I think the... Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the 18 key one. The 12 key one just does 4.2 mil. So... I mean, the fact that AGL won the first time only took like 800,000 or a million. I think he took a million with no damage reduction or guard. I mean, it just goes to show how much the debuffs were working. It got to a point where it was too much. Okay, well, I mean, that still goes to show just how much damage. That was my like second time jumping into that stage. The team did really good. I mean, the debuffs were strong. We were doing really good damage. We were doing really good tanking with throughout, but just the AoE super kind of screwed us over twice in a row, unfortunately. But I mean, I think the team still got a good chance look there, and I really want to grind up my rosé to Rainbow Links. So, and then like I said, I think the Super ECA stuff should be out by now. So I really want to grind those guys out. So I suppose I'm actually just gonna end this here. Unfortunate that both the Rose showcases end in losses, but they did actually look really really good in both of them, despite the losses at the very very end. But yeah, we'll end this here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.